I'm Charlotte and welcome back to another Reformer workout video. I'm here with FitBoutique, moving on the beautiful Maple Crest way in beige, and we are coming into an express 15-minute glute workout. The only thing that you will need for this workout today is your squishy ball. If you do not have one, do not stress, you can do the whole thing without it. It's just going to be for a little bit more support when you're lying down. We are going to start by changing our springs. We're going to go heavy today on a red as your base. Red and yellow will be a little bit more of a challenge. If you're wanting something extra spicy, you're jumping on a red and a blue. So a red and yellow, or red and blue will be your challenge. I'm gonna go for a red and a blue. See how I hold up. We're gonna start by lying down on our side. You pick a side, I don't mind which one you do. And you just wanna swing your legs up onto the carriage, coming all the way down. Either you're gonna rest on your elbow, or feel free to lie all the way down on your headrest. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. I'm gonna start on my elbow for now. The ball can either be placed underneath your head, or you can just drop it underneath your rib cage, finding a sweet spot where you feel comfy here. You wanna make sure your pelvis is all the way back to the very edge, and this is gonna give us a little bit more space for our legs in front. Your knees should be in line with your hips, so it's like you're doing a tabletop, but you're lying on your side. And then you just wanna pop your top leg onto the foot bar with your toes at the very, very front of the foot bar. Heel is gonna line up with your toes, so you're nice and parallel. Feel free to bring your hand onto your hip if you want more support on the carriage. We're gonna start with our single leg press. So we wanna stay scooped up through our waistline, just so we're not sinking into the carriage or the ball. On your exhale, send the carriage out long. Inhale, slowly pull it all the way in, nice and heavy. Exhale to press, inhale to release. If you're not feeling heavy enough just yet, do not stress. There will be more, as you probably know by now. If you haven't done my class, there will be plenty more layers to come. Otherwise, you are so welcome to change your springs at any point if you feel like you need a little bit more load here. Now we're gonna come into a negative tempo. So we're gonna move the carriage out on 1 second. You're gonna hold it there for a second. Then we slowly drive back in, knee goes over toes on 3, 2, 1. Good, we push out on 1. You're gonna pull the carriage in on 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Try not to sink into your shoulder, so we want to stay supported here. Lovely. Did not count then. Hope you did. If you want to add on from here, you might want to find a little pulse on the way in. Push back out. Little pulse. Exhale to drive back out. Beautiful. We're going to stay here for 10 more seconds. We are going to pulse in 10. Beautiful. In 5, you're gonna meet me halfway with your carriage. In 4, doing great team. Let's go for 3, 2, in 1, pull the carriage halfway in, little pulse push out, draw back in. I want you to really push your heel into the foot bar, so you're finding a little bit more resistance as you drive out. You should be feeling it through your top glute. We're gonna move into our last 5. It's starting to get spicy. 4, keep with it. 3, 2, hold it in on 1. Can you draw your toes up to the sky? We're gonna go out, round 2. Push out, draw back in. Good, moving out into a little bit of external rotation. So you wanna be sending your knee right up and over your toes. Again, push out through your heel. If you wanna add on, little pulse, and then push out again. Little pulse, push out. We're gonna come into our last pulse in 10 seconds. We're moving a little faster through this one. Hope you're starting to feel warm. 5, you're gonna meet me halfway in 4, 3, 2, pull it halfway in 1, stay lifted, little pulse in, out, good. 4, we're coming to our last set in 3. We are really supersetting today. 2, in 1, come all the way in, last set, I promise. Toes are gonna face to the carriage now, to the ground. And you're gonna go all the way out. Internal rotation, pull the carriage in, push back out. Good, again, you want your heel to be right on the foot bar, so you can draw out from the heel, slowly pull it back in. Option to add on a little pulse on the way in, push back out. You know the drill by now, you got this. We're gonna come into our last 15 seconds. We are gonna pulse again. Nothing you can't do here. Last 10 seconds. You're gonna meet me halfway in 5. Let's go for 4, big squeeze through your glute. 2, pull it in halfway in 1, little pulse, lift, lower, stay strong. We're here for 5, keep lifting up and out through the shoulder. 4, 3, 2 and 1, push all the way out. Pull the carriage all the way in. Give your glute a little tap out if it needs it, and give your shoulders a little roll out if they need it too. We're gonna carefully bring ourselves up. We're gonna come into our next spring change. We are gonna be lying down for a little bit longer, so I hope you like lying down. I love lying down at my sides. We're gonna start with a blue as our base now. Blue and yellow, medium. Red spring, challenging. So blue will be your base, blue and yellow, or a red spring will be a bit of a challenge. I'm gonna jump on blue and yellow, and we'll see how I go there. We're gonna pop our ball down onto our headrest. You're gonna grab your strap closest to the front of the room. Give it a nice big tug, and then placing the longer loop over your top leg. We're coming into sideline glute. No, you don't. Same thing again, your pelvis should be right back to the very edge of your carriage to give you space in front of your carriage. And we're just gonna start with a nice big single leg press. So you're gonna kick your leg out long to your foot bar, send your knee back to your side tabletop. Exhale to press it away. Inhale to release. Good, driving out through the heel. Again, you want to squeeze the same glute. So we are supersetting here. Push out, slowly fall back in again. Big deep breaths, team. If you want to add on again, you might want to find a little pulse the next time you go out. Then pull your knee back to the carriage. Pushing out, little pulse, lift, lower, drive back in again. We're coming into our last 15 seconds here. Reminder to keep lifting through your waistline on the carriage. In 10 seconds, you're gonna find your little pulse. We're gonna meet out in 5. Doing great, team. 4, you're gonna keep your leg long in 3. 2, in 1, push it out, hold it there, little lift. Little up, down for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there in 1. Can you lift your leg a little bit higher again? Draw your toes up to the sky. We're gonna come into a wide froggy press. So we start to bend our knee in, a little bit closer to your chest if you can now, and then driving out once again through your heel, big squeeze through the glute. Inhale to bend, exhale, press it away. Good, moving into a nice big wide froggy. So knees stay wide. Again, you wanna make sure that your knee tracks right over your toes to keep that nice alignment. Good, again, finding a little pulse up and down, moving back to wide froggy. Push out, little pulse. Good, draw back to wide froggy. Let's come into our last 15 seconds. You know the drill, team. We're gonna hold it out and pulse. In 5, we do have one more set, so take it easy if you need. 4, welcome to rest whenever you need. 3, 2, find your froggy in 1, leg is long, we lift. Lower, up, down. You're gonna find your internal rotation now to finish in 5, 4, toes to ground in 3, 2, draw your toes back to the ground in 1, pull your knee in, exhale, press out, use your heel. Draw your knees almost together like you're making a triangle, and then kick your leg out long like the froggy. Pull in, push out. Glute should be on fire now. If you still don't feel it, or if you might wanna add on, and your pulse again, then pull it back in. You've got 15 seconds from here. We meet with our leg long in 10 seconds. If you can do it, I can do it too. Last 5, 4, leg is long in 3, 2, keep it out in 1, toes to the ground as much as you can here. Little lift, little lower here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Oh my gosh, big tap out through the glute. Oh, good grief. Take your strap off. Hang your loop up over the shoulder block. If you need a second here, you're more than welcome to have a little drink break. Oh, I might need my ball. Alrighty, we're gonna stay on the same springs now. You're just gonna turn around to face your shoulder blocks. And we're gonna come up onto our knees and hands. You're gonna grab your ball, pop it behind your right knee. I'm so sorry, we're doing the same leg again. We're all in this together. I want you to drop your left elbow onto the carriage, or whichever leg you did with the ball, do the other side of your arms. You're gonna lift your knee, just be careful of the foot bar, up in line with your hip. So we're coming into our donkey kick. You're gonna lift your knee up to the sky, drop your knee in line with the foot bar. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So you're just adding on a little pulse here, moving up and down. Try to lift through belly button to spine, and ever so slightly we want to round through our shoulders just so we're not sinking into our back or our tummy is dropping towards the carriage. So you want to stay supported here. little lift, little low. The next time you lift, welcome to squeeze the ball. Release, tap back down, lift, squeeze, tap back down. You will start to feel this through your left glute as well, hopefully, or the other side of the leg that is lifted, because we're starting to work into our deep stabilizers, so your deep glutes. How good. Gotta love the glutes. Beautiful team. We're gonna move into our last 5. We're just gonna finish with a pulse. No more for this one. 3, 2, in 1, leg stays up, little pulse. Squeeze the ball. In and out. Pulse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee carefully back to the carriage. Take the ball out. And we shuffle our knees right up to the shoulder blocks. Bring the ball between your inner thighs. Hands are gonna rest on the rails in front of you. We're just gonna come into some quick knee tucks just to give you a little breather here. So we're gonna activate our core, scoop through the belly around your back, pull your knees in underneath your hips, slowly drive the knees all the way back. Exhale, pull, really round through your chest. Inhale, release. Pull the carriage in, slowly draw the carriage back. If you want to, you're gonna add a little pulse at the top before you draw back. Make sure that you breathe here. Big exhale. Inhale, release. Let's move into our last 10 seconds here. And we're just gonna finish with a pulse in 5. Stay with me, keep rounding through your back. 4, shoulders stay stacked for 3. Good, last 2. In 1, you're gonna move in your pulse, you're gonna hold it there if you can. Little pulse, in, out. We're here for 5, 4, make it a little smaller. 3, 2, hold your carriage in. 1, keep rounding through your shoulders, pull it all the way in. A little bit more, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back. Let's find a nice big child's pose. Catch your breath back whilst I get mine. Give your wrists a little roll out if they need it. And we're gonna head to the other side of our donkey kick. So you're gonna set up with your knees a little bit further away from your shoulder blocks. Ball goes behind your left knee. Opposite elbow drops down towards the carriage. Start to lift your knee up to the sky. We lift. Foot is flexed if you can. Tap your knee down quite close to the foot bar. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. So you're just finding a little pulse here. Up and down. Beautiful. The next time that you lift, if you do on the other side, you might want to add a little cheeky pulse before you come back down again. Hold, little pulse, come back down. We're gonna stay for 10 seconds. Starting to work into the supporting leg glute, so the one on the carriage. Here for 5, you're just gonna pulse it out in 4, 3, 2, hold it up in 1, little pulse. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down. Take your ball out. Give your glute a little tap out if it needs. And we're gonna head straight to the other side for our sideline glutes. I'm gonna be facing away from you this time. So we are lying down. Again, you're welcome to pop the ball underneath your rib cage or rest the ball underneath your head. We're gonna start with a strap close to the front of the room. Strap, the longer loop goes over your top leg. Shuffle your pelvis back, knees stay in front of your chest. We started with a kick out, so leg draws long towards the foot bar. Inhale, slowly bend your knee, find your knee stacked right above your opposite leg. Good, so exhale to press. Inhale, release. Kicking out, big squeeze through the top glute. Whichever leg is on top, that is the glute I want you to feel it through. And a reminder that we want to just slightly lift up through the waistline on the carriage. The next time you send your leg long, can we add a little pulse up, down before we pull the strap back in? Driving out, little pulse. Good. And single leg press. Beautiful, team. Lovely work. You're gonna meet me out for your pulse in just 15 seconds here. Hope you're starting to feel the burn. I certainly am, as well through your hamstring too, through the back of your leg. Coming into our last 5, you're gonna send your leg long, just pulse for 4. Keep your heel in line with the foot bar, 3, 2, leg is long in 1, let's go for the pulse, little lift. Little low, you're gonna find your wide froggy press in 10 seconds. Toes are gonna face to the sky in 5. You're up in 4, 3, 2, in 1. Toes go up to the sky. Rotate your leg from your inner thigh. Start to bend your knee in. Exhale, press your leg long. Hopefully your hip didn't crack like mine just then. Sounding like an old lady. Let's pull in. Exhale, drive back out. So you want to kick out through the heel. Big squeeze through the glute as you move out. Once again, can we find a little pulse? Push out, little pulse. Pull the carriage back in. Again, we're going to move a little faster this side. You've got 15 seconds before we pulse. Then you've got 1 more to go. Nearly there. You got this. We're over halfway now. We're out in 5. Just the pulse in 4, 3, 2. Leg is long in 1. We pulse it up and down. Big squeeze for 4. Internal rotation in 3, 2, in 1. Toes face to the ground. Pull your knees in, find a triangle. Exhale, send your heel out to the foot bar. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Beautiful work, team. You've got 20 seconds here. Can we add on with a pulse? Last 15 seconds. Your leg is long in 5. Great job. 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, it's time to burn. Last one. Hold it out. Little pulse. Lift. Lower. Up and down. Good. Squeeze the glute for 5. Then you draw your toes any close to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Pull the strap in. Tap it out. Lovely work today. Take the strap off carefully, hang your loop up over the shoulder block. Let's roll ourselves up to face our springs, and we're gonna change them for the very last time today. You're jumping on a red as your base. Red and yellow was your medium. Red and blue was your heaviest. So red, red and yellow, or red and blue. I had on a red and blue. So I'm gonna come back to that so that I'm even for the other side. We're gonna take a lie down on the same side you just were. Grab your ball if you'd like to use it, either resting on your elbow or head down on the headrest. Again, we wanna shuffle back so we're setting up with enough space in front of us on the carriage. And you're just gonna send your top leg with your toes right in front on the corner of the foot bar. On your next exhale, we start with a nice big press, sending the carriage out long. Inhale, slowly release. Just for a little bit more support, I like to grab the shoulder block to help me, or you can grab the peg if you'd like, whatever feels best for you. And with your top arm, you can always rest it on the carriage in front, or you can place your hand on your hip. So we want to go out on a negative tempo. Out on 1, in on 3, 2, 1. Out on 1, hold it, slowly pull back in on 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze through the left glute. Good. So as we come back slowly, we want to find a little bit more resistance. So you're not letting the springs help you. You're doing all the work. From the way out to the way back in again. Good, team. From here, can we add a little pulse halfway before you drive back out? Coming in, little pulse halfway, push back out. Can't tell which way is harder, doing this first or sideline glutes. My glutes are already on fire. I hope you're feeling the same way as me. Let's keep doing this together for another 5. We find our halfway pulse in 4. Woo. Last 3. Let's get it done. 2. Good. Last one. You're going to meet me halfway. Hold it there. Little pulse. Lift. Lower. Drive your heel into the foot bar. Push it away for 4. Big squeeze through your glute. 3, 2, in 1. Push all the way out. Come back in. Toes to sky. External rotation. Let's go. Push out. Pull in. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Again, adding on a little halfway pulse before you push out. Little halfway pulse. Push back out. In 15 seconds, you're going to hold your pulse. We're nearly there. Good. 10 seconds to go. Big deep breaths. Last 5. Halfway pulse it out in 4, 3, 2, pulse it out in 1, little pulse, in, out, good, go slow, resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, push all the way out, come back in, last one to go, team, this is it, then we're gonna stretch after this, thank goodness. Toes to ground, heel to sky, make sure your heel's right on the foot bar, push the carriage out, draw back in, almost like your knees wanna pull back together like a magnet. Push out, slowly come back in. Slowly come back in. Good, let's find the pulse again. From here, you've got another 15 seconds to go. We finish with our last pulse of the workout. Good, 10 seconds. You're halfway in on 5, 4, 3, 2. Find your pulse in 1, little pulse, in, out. This is it, team, you can do it. Last 5. Good, breathe. 4, can you push out a little further? 3, 2, and in 1, go all the way out. Come all the way back in. Let's take the ball out if you had it. Just pop it down beside you somewhere and take a lie down on your back. From here, let's finish with our figure 4 stretch. Bring one leg over the other. Pull the other leg in. And if you'd like to, just pushing your knee away with your hand or your elbow. You might want to have a little rock from side to side. Should feel really nice here. Let's take 2 breaths in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Last one. And we'll swap to the other side. If you have a leg you haven't done yet, pulling your leg in, pushing your knee away if you can. Feel the deep release through your glute. Have a little rock or find stillness. Good, 2 big breaths here. Fully surrendering to the stretch on your last exhale. Beautiful, and let's finish with our feet on the foot bar, knees nice and wide, soles of the feet together. If you'd like to, setting one hand on your heart and one on your belly, and we'll finish with our last big breath together, filling up through your nose, big inhale. And as you exhale, finding everything you need for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for moving with me today. You did such a great job. I hope you felt the burn. I was definitely so spicy. And I will see you soon for another workout. Thank you.